Mr. Rob?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts? Yay. Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay. That passes, and we're out at 6:59.
We invite all who care to join us in standing for a recitation of the Lord's Prayer, followed by a moment of silence. Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
It's now 7 o'clock. Shelby City Council meeting is called to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Be seated, please. Roll call, please, Mr. Crum.
Mr. Rob?
Here.
Mr. Roberts? Here. Mr. Martin?
Present.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Here.
I will now entertain a motion to dispense with the reading of the journal from March the 2nd, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Roberts and a second by Mr. Martin to dispense with the reading of the journal from March 2nd, 2026. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Mr. Rob?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts? Yay. Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay.
That motion passes. Mr. Martin.
Make a motion to move into executive session for the following purpose: to consider the appointment of a public official.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Martin and a second by Mr. Roberts to go into executive session to consider the appointment of a public official. Discussion. Mr. Martin.
If this is approved by council, Mayor, we would ask that you join us.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Rob?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts? Yay. Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay.
That motion passes. Council goes into executive session at 7:02.
We are recording live on camera, so give you fair warning.
Don't say that there.
No, not there now. I'm not sure.
John, you put all the snow plows away for the winter?
Just in case. The plows are off. one. It's Stacy, just text me.
Good, as long as she knows she ain't fixing anything, that's up.
What's the address of the property? That we're leasing?
I just changed it. So this was.
What's the address? Description for lease. Oh, that's kind of, no, we don't need to have it. No, we can approve legislation. Yeah, so we gotta get the lease for these 4 acres or whatever. Yeah, that says it. Yeah, we don't need to postpone it. Just approve it, nobody's attached it. Yeah, it's just clerical stuff there. You look good.
But it's really nice.
Good idea.
She did. She also thought that next month was in August. She goes, it's a cage. And I was like, she goes, remember, I just got off Yes, she is.
I'm quick in the morning, this one's even slow. Those are quick ones. Should be one out there, or look at Joe, look in the, there, or maybe there. Sort of.
He's made him a phone.
Pocket guy.
Again, Robert's was more than we pretend.
I didn't bring my file.
I got it.
Forgot it. Oh. Movie The End of the World. Well, say that. Oh.
It's like night. It's not gonna be out there.
I think so.
Thank you, Gordon. Did you? Can you share?
Well, we need the, so this is from the auditor, so we need to get to the recorder, so we can get the legal description, because the recorder, you got to do it by name, not by address. But this will at least tell us. You sent them on. I don't need it.
Sharon's phone keeping me awake. Mine stays on silent. Yeah, I decided I better shut mine off. He was giving the prayer, that's when it went off. Like, oh, jeez. Sounds like you'd be glad you're not in Northern Michigan. Yeah, we are. They can have it, they can keep. They keep 3 feet of snow. Yeah, they can keep. We don't need that right now.
Who's this picture by?
Did you find it?
I think I'd be happy just have the wind die down. Being outside all day. Being in warm water. It's making my house. How'd you get along, Freddie, driving the trailer? Oh, it was rough. I mean, I was holding the wheel like this, trying to keep it straight. Didn't tip over. No, it sure looked like it was one too.
Just receipts back.
That's where we want them in there longer, they come back with it. The prosecutor's verdict.
They had to walk tall.
Shows us, the longer they're back here, it's good. I mean, they're walking.
Slightly bigger.
It's not fun to wait, but. Yeah.
Good.
Could eventually. So I got to
I
back
have
to
my,
it.
good.
I wasn't expecting that. They went in there and they said 12. First time I didn't have, I may have 2 or 3 the first time, the second time I had 6, I think.
56 to 61.
Way past noon, I had it done.
13 years.
I went back and checked with him, and the guy that cleared Shelby said, well, they didn't usually do it because they were 80 years of age. I go, okay. Because it was 83 at the time. That's nice. My mom used to play that all the time.
You know,
Yep.
I don't know.
Used to play that when I was a kid. Yep.
Who know that?
Oh, yeah, she liked that game.
I think she's your brother. I think she's your brother.
How many more days does he have?
John.
And Judy. Officially.
So you gonna join the walking, you gonna join Tim?
Yeah, they want that though. Out there, yeah.
Say, I could drop my dog off his door, he can walk my dog. He's all too little.
Okay, I didn't have the right one. Right, yeah. That's the one. And then when they did the thing, it was like we will talk about Richie, we'll talk about
Your parents say that you want to take care of their lunches. Your parents say that they want to take care of their lunches.
yeah. Where you going? Olive Garden. Texas Roadhouse.
Outback. Outback.
And there you go, out back. They got higher prices.
Steak, shrimp, lobster.
fries, anything under $5. Well, that means McDonald's for large fries.
Yeah, under $5. What's that?
I think you can get that under $5.
Yeah,
Move the budget up to 10.
yeah.
You do what?
You move the budget up to 10 so that we get a little bit of wiggle room. Maybe we can get a couple sauces or
They
something.
don't really have a refrigerator up. Handle that, it'd probably pay for the whole party. It's spending taxpayer money on personal use.
They can afford it. Oh, yeah.
We're not even afford it, but it's getting past state audit.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, but I said, no, I didn't, not going there, because it was an outright line.
That's the reason I was in it, shoot a little bit, and there's can't buy stuff down the road.
I heard about it and yes.
We had some serious discussions.
He said they were playing euchre. Slaps on the table. Go fish.
I can do what I did in Oh, oh,
Shall I turn this on? We are live.
Noted for the record, council comes out of executive session at 7:26. Councilman McLaughlin.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to motion to appoint Mr. Dan Reese to fill the vacant third ward council member position.
Second.
We have a motion to appoint Dan Reese to fill the vacant third ward council member position by Mr. McLaughlin and a second by Mr. Martin. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Rob?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay.
That motion passes to appoint Mr. Dan Reese to fill the vacant third ward council member position. While we now have the swearing in of Mr. Dan Reese, if you'll come forward, please. Thanks, and Carol, if you want to hold the Bible. You'll come over, I think we'll come through here. You stand right there. Just look at the Bible. And you place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. And let me get my glasses and then I'll have you repeat after me. No, you all you have to do is repeat. We'll see how good your memory is. All right, here we go. I, Daniel Reese,
I, Daniel Reese,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the laws and ordinances of the City of Shelby,
and the laws and ordinances of the City of Shelby.
and I will faithfully,
I will faithfully,
honestly, and impartially
honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties of
discharge the duties of
the office of
the office of
City Council Member Ward 3
City Council Member Ward 3
of the City of Shelby, Ohio,
of the City of Shelby, Ohio,
during my continuance in said office,
during the continuance in said office,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, you're welcome. Let's get this signed and, yeah, no applause.
Thank you.
And, Mr. Reese?
Right there.
Come on in, man. Over the table.
Thank you very much, appreciate it. You really am.
It depends on who you ask.
She has the field beside my house, I talk to her all the time.
Here, she'll let you have this.
Is this yours?
That's mine. Does it matter if you won't be able to read it? Yours is good also.
C for you. Or C, Mr. Bond for you. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I would just like to say, I want to thank Mr. Klein, Mr. Shoemaker, and Mr. Bosden for stepping forward and coming in tonight. The decision was a very tough decision to make. We decided as a city council that we would have picked any one of them but we could only choose one out of four. So again, thank you for stepping forward and coming in tonight.
All right, very good. And no one was, if you feel that you have other things to attend to this evening, you can feel free to leave at this point. We'll be continuing with our meeting, or if you want to stay and see how things go, we're invited to do so as well. We've come to the time on the agenda for the public comment. Or does anyone have public comment for council? Step forward to the podium and state your comments to council. We'll move forward then to reports from standing and special committees, the Finance and Personnel Committee. Martin.
All right. Mayor?
apologize. My notes on the personnel side did not make it in with me, so I'll probably have to get some
That's fine.
assistance on that when the time comes. But looking at the income tax collections and the back sheet as we normally do, total income tax collections, we're down 6.4% year over year. The biggest hit coming in February. Obviously, a large part of that is withholding with the ongoing strike. But we'll see as tax questions go through how dire a situation gets when it comes through March and April. So it's potential. It's very dangerous to try to make discernment from a specific snapshot. So we'll avoid the temptation to do so. If you go to the front page, the cash balance in the general fund is at $1.9 million. Less encumbrances puts it at 1.5. That is down 239 year over year, but that is that was going to be an issue. The biggest issue that we needed to look at was the water fund, and as we get into other, I don't want to rain on the proverbial parade for utilities and streets, but we do have some things we're going to have to talk about and address in the water fund. That is the high points there. Good news, if we look at the wages side, wages were down, so that's helpful, but as always, again, we're not going to be tempted to read too much into that at this point either with the snapshot. So, all said, we have in the general treasury $14,602,708.05 spread over 4 different banks and accounts. Mayor, with that, that's the end of the finance piece. You have the personnel thing.
I'll be addressing the positive side of personnel in my mayor's report, but the other name is escaping me, so the next meeting will pick up on resignations and so forth.
Indeed. With that, Mayor, I move that combined financial statement and cash investment reconciliation statements dated February 28, 2026 be received, placed on file, and posted to the city website.
We have a motion by Mr. Martin and a second by Mr. Roberts that the combined financial statement and the cash investment reconciliation statement dated February 28, 2026 be received, placed on file, and posted to the city website. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Rob?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts?
Yay.
Mr. Reese?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay.
That motion passes. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Martin. From the Safety Committee, Councilmember Roberts.
Thanks, sir. In fire news, we learned that 3 new firefighters are going to be sworn in on March 5th at 4 p.m. And a resignation from volunteer firefighter Coleman was turned in. Promotion test going to be posted for 2 vacant captains. There were 4 candidates for that that had signed up. The test was going to be on March the 12th. They had received plan approvals for a new Pioneer Edition. Been working on utilities to identify and update square footage on all sprinklered buildings in the city. Let's see, no open burning. I just want a reminder to everybody in the city. No open burning for the months of March and April between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. We've already had some grass fires this year, so not in the city, but outside of the city. So I just want to make sure people know that you can't, there's no open burning between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. The annual breathing air system test was completed on 2/16, so February 16th. Hazmat, news, they had a ruptured gas line at the old Cornell's building. It's put out with fire extinguisher, but the fire department had to come out and turn the gas off. Had to reapply for the 2006 EMS grant and critical ALS and ALS2 call-ups for previous year for 2026. Health Department news had 62 standard food inspections. All inspections were completed. 0 rabies. No animals were sent for testing for rabies. Body art pre-licensing for a new tattoo studio was done. There was one complaint for mice in a facility. There's no public health nuisances this time of year. We really don't get a lot of those. So she expects to hear from the mosquito grant to see if we were awarded that grant or not. Have 5 or 6 facilities that have not renewed their food licenses, so they're going to be subject to a late fee. Let's see here. Cleanup day this year is going to be earlier than typical. It's going to be May 22nd and 23rd. And we had 1 case of salmonella in town, but don't really know where that was at. They've tried to get a hold of the people and they won't call it back. So there's no real information on where that came from or where that how that play happens. Influenza cases 2, hepatitis C cases 2, chronic, and then that 1 salmonella case. Clinic blood pressure, blood sugar, and heart rates at Marvin Memorial Library first Friday of the month, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Park Village every Monday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And that's located in an office activity building at the Senior Center every second and fourth Wednesday of the month from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Let's see here, education and training PHEP exercise schedule for February, that was for February 13th, so that's over with. I was surprised at this, and I don't know, if it's, child fatalities for 2026, which would have been in 2025, but to review, 13 in the county. That really surprised me. She said it's any kind of fatality, so I mean, it just shocked me, 13. But I had some questions, but it's just, it just shocked me, 13 kids in the county. But community engagement, she had community clinics 2 to 3 times a week, healthy corner articles for the health awareness topic of the month, and Healthy Shelby Coalition tentative schedule for March 19th, 2026. And at school nursing, we had Sacred Heart Catholic School immunization records have been reviewed. Follow-up with parents and reporting to ODH have been completed. Vision and hearing screenings are underway. That is my report.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Are there any comments or questions for Mr. Roberts in regard to his report? And hearing none, thank you, sir. We'll move on then to Utilities and Streets Committee. Councilmember McLaughlin.
Thank you, Mayor. Utility and Streets Committee met March 10th. Tonight I'm just going to talk about the water utility. Briefly about the water fund balance history. At the end of the year 2024, we were in a positive $259,000. At the end of the month in February, we were just in the positive by $26,000. So revenues are not keeping up with expenses. We're operating at minimal staffing, and a rate adjustment is needed to keep the fund in balance. We are projecting anticipated expenditures for 2026 to be $90,000 higher than in 2025 for an overall shortfall projection of $270,000. We're also looking at additional collection for proposed revenue through the customer charge adjustment for proposed revenue. For example, residents, commercial accounts, we currently charge $5. The proposal is to go to $6. On senior disabled accounts, the current charge is $3. The proposal is to go to $3.50. The commercial accounts, current charge $7.50. Proposed to go to $8.50. Industrial accounts, the current charge is $15. The proposal is to go to $18. And in addition, we want to raise the water application fee. The proposed application fee is to go to $10 from $5. That is all I have at this time, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. McLaughlin. Are there any comments or questions for Mr. McLaughlin in regard to his report? Hearing none, we'll move forward then to reports of city officials. The report of the mayor. Since the last council meeting, I have been occupied with typical mayoral duties and delights. One of those delights was a swearing-in ceremony held at the fire station on March the 5th. We were happy to welcome 3 new firefighters to our ranks, namely Jacob Bartram, Nolan Didai, and Jared Center. And it was good to celebrate with a large contingency of firefighters and family members that gathered in the north bay of the station. And speaking of the fire department, it is my pleasure to announce the names of our 2 new captains who just recently completed testing. And those captains will be Mr. Zach Wirtz and Mr. Steve Lovitz, the new captains in our fire department. We congratulate them. We have a swearing-in ceremony for these 2 gentlemen set for March the 23rd at 3 p.m. at the fire station. So if you can mark that on your calendars and join us, that is March the 23rd at 3 p.m. at the fire station. As you know, Ms. Jessica Gribben has been appointed as President and Chief Executive Officer of the Richland Area Chamber and Economic Development. Jessica has been serving contractually as Shelby's Economic Development Manager for some 8 years. We could have not have asked for a better economic development advocate than Jessica Gribben. She worked tirelessly for the city of Shelby and the northern Richland County area. We are still reaping the benefits of the relationships she cultivated and the municipal momentum she created. Our business community owes a debt of gratitude to Jessica, and they willingly acknowledge that. We will miss her greatly at Shelby City Hall and across our community. And on behalf of the city of Shelby, I want to thank Ms. Gribben for everything she has done to make Shelby a more prosperous and pleasant place to work, play, worship, and raise a family. We certainly wish for her success and fulfillment in the new role she is now assuming. And we will be working, of course, with the chamber, they'll be finding a replacement for Ms. Gribben, and so we'll be anxious to find out who that person will be to continue our economic development work in the city of Shelby. But if you get a chance, I'm sure most of you have, if you've seen her or whatever, she'll be back in town off and on, but just let her know how much we sure appreciate everything she has done and will continue to do in her new position for the city of Shelby. And that, gentlemen, is my report. Any comments or questions? All right, if not, let's move forward then to Mr. Crum, Director of Finance.
Thank you, sir. Busy time in my office this time of year. Obviously, the last few weeks we've had some minor little tweaks of appropriations that I emailed to everyone since our last committee of the whole meeting. I'm glad to get that in front of council here, put it off of my desk. Also, the audit is moving along. The audit team was in City Hall last week, doing all of their testing. And I want to remind everybody that it is getting rather close to the end of tax season. April 15th will be here before we know it. So I want to remind all citizens to bring in their tax returns or stop by with their tax documents, and Matt and Jessica will be happy to help them get those prepared. Please be patient with us, as it does get pretty busy in the front office there for next month. On our report.
Mr. Crum? Any comments or questions for Mr. Crum? his report? Hearing none, move forward to Mr. Eister, Law Director.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have a report this evening.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Joe Geis, Project Coordinator.
Thank you, Mayor. They're working on the state consolidated storm project is moving along. On Mickey Road, we're working with our engineering firms for federal projects for federal dollars anyhow. Mickey Road, safe routes to school, and Gamble. So you'll start seeing a lot of survey flags out on Shelby Avenue. So if anyone calls and asks, that's what it's for, it's a sidewalk. And then we got various year-end reports that are still, we have to be due, some of them due by April 1st. We have our Community Reinvestment Area Housing Council next week to get that in, so we can get that into the state. And that's all I have there.
Mr. Geis, any comments or questions for Mr. Geis in regard to his report? Hearing and seeing none, move forward to new business. Any new business that you're brought before council this evening? None. Any unfinished business to be brought before council? Mr. Rob.
I bring this back to the attention of council is the condition of the Shaw building. We had some issues with that several years ago, and quite frankly, the front of that building isn't looking very good right now, and I just kind of wonder what's going to be done about that and how that's going to be corrected. I understand that that some renovations are coming in the future. However, that's right there at an important intersection in the city and quite visible to everybody that comes through there.
Mr. Geis.
I just thought a conversation with our group that we're going to recover the front of that and put like a covering on there, something that can be removable because we are almost ready to sign a contract with a design firm for the projects. We want something that can be removed easily so that they can look and see what they need to do to get things fixed. It'll be totally redesigned on the front. So.
Mr. Rob.
I understand that's not the fault of the building owners. It's due to several accidents there, but I've not seen any movement as far as insurance repairs or anything, and I was just wondering.
We just received the check last week.
For the insurance, yeah. Point well taken. Mr. Martin.
Piggybacking off of that, are there other mitigation things we're doing at that corner to try to prevent this? I know we have that wonderful bell, but this one skirted around that bell, so do we need a second bell, or what are we doing?
I'm glad you asked. Mr. Geis.
So we've been working with ODOT, District 3, to create truck routes. So the problem with it is, you can put signs up, they're going by the GPS. So ODOT's legal is reviewing what we drafted some ordinances for the actual truck routes. If they're adopted by council and they get journalized over with ODOT, then we can get it to the GPS companies, and then it's very specific. So for the GPS, if they're driving through town, it gives them a route so they don't make that turn and keep them off Main Street. So that's over at District 3 right now, waiting on their response.
Thank you, Mr. Geis. All right, any other unfinished business? Now, let's move forward then to legislation. Mr. Crum.
Ordinance number 2, 2026, creating appropriations for the year 2026 and declaring an emergency.
Move that a rule requiring the ordinance be read on 3 separate occasions be suspended.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Martin and a second by Mr. Roberts that the rule requiring that ordinance be read on 3 separate occasions be suspended. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Rob?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts?
Yay.
Mr. Reese?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McGough?
Yeah.
The motion to suspend passes.
Move the passage of the ordinance.
We have a motion by Mr. Martin and a second by Mr. Roberts for the passage of ordinance number 2, 2026. Discussion. Mr. Crum.
Thank you, sir. Once again, thank you all for all of your hard work, both on the legislative and the administrative side, to get this where it is. The vast majority of it is the same as when we had the committee of the whole meeting to discuss it. There were a couple of emails I sent out with some changes. Most of those were minor changes within funds. One thing I do want to point out to you guys' attention is that I've set up transfers to and from the general fund to the water fund as the $50,000 is a temporary advance to get them through until rates are adjusted. So those funds will get paid back. Just want to make you guys aware of that. That's the biggest change in there. So unless anybody has any questions.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Robb?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts?
Yay.
Mr. Reese?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay.
Ordinance number 2, 2026 passes.
Ordinance number 3, 2026, authorizing the mayor as director of public service to enter into an agricultural lease with the Board of Education of the Shelby City School District and declaring an emergency.
Move the three rule requiring that an ordinance be read on 3 separate occasions be suspended.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Roberts and a second by Mr. Martin that the rule requiring that an ordinance be read on 3 separate occasions be suspended. Discussion? Mr. Martin?
There's the reason for the emergency.
Planting season. He is ready for planting season.
Sure. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Robb?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts?
Yay.
Mr. Reese?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
That rule of suspension passes.
Pass the ordinance.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Roberts and a second by Mr. Rock for the passage of ordinance number 3, 2026. Discussion? I think we all understand that that's that adjacent property to the water treatment plant. We want to turn it to the outside walking path and the holiday habitat, working with the schools. A cool collaboration. All right. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Robb?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts?
Yay.
Mr. Reese?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay.
Ordinance number 3, 2026 passes.
Ordinance number 4, 2026, approving the editing and inclusion of certain ordinances as parts of the various component codes of the codified ordinances, approving, adopting, and enacting new matter in the updated and revised codified ordinances, repealing ordinances in conflict therewith, and declaring an emergency.
Can you repeat that?
No.
I'm sorry.
Move that the rule requiring that ordinance be read on 3 separate occasions be suspended.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Roberts and a second by Mr. Martin that the rule requiring that ordinance be read on 3 separate occasions be suspended. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Robb?
Nay.
Mr. Roberts?
Yay.
Mr. Reese?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay.
What you said?
Yay.
Okay, yeah, okay, that motion to suspend passes. I've been quite here.
For passage the ordinance.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Roberts and a second by Mr. Martin for the passage of ordinance number 4, 2026. Discussion? Mr. Rob?
I'm questioning why this needs to be passed as an emergency, and secondly, have all these ordinances been reviewed as to content and given to the department heads where they're applicable for them to review?
I'm not completed. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
Sure,
telling
I was
you,
gonna
I
say,
missed
yeah,
his
no.
response.
he has not completed on that side of things. Mr. Crum?
I know that Stacy sent them out.
Yes.
I don't know if she has heard back, who she has heard back from, as far as who has completed their reviews.
And I think Councilman Rob?
Well, I move to postpone until we get that information.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Rob and a second by Mr. Roberts to postpone until all reviews are completed. Is that what we're after?
To clarify, or the next regular meeting.
Or next regular meeting?
If that's okay with you.
Okay, so that motion is to postpone until all the information has been reviewed and, or at the next regular meeting.
That's the point of where I think we should just do it the next regular meeting. We're not gonna meet before then, so it's just postponing to the next regular
Yeah,
meeting.
and if we have
Yeah, I'm
postpone
fine.
again.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so you all right with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Lucy amendment by consent, everybody okay with that? We'll go to the next meeting for postponement. That'll be the motion. All right, any discussion, further discussion on that postponement? Mr. Rob?
Well, the reason for this is I've seen it in the past where they're not reviewed and we end up getting, hate to use the word stock, but stock ordinances replacing ones that are important to us, so. Not local.
Understood. Any further discussion on the motion to postpone until the next meeting? Okay, this will be that motion. We're voting on that. Roll call, please.
Mr. Rob?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts?
Yeah.
Mr. Reese?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay.
That motion to postpone passes.
Resolution number 9, 2026, thanking Jerry Marshall for his many years of service as Park Superintendent for the City of Shelby, Ohio.
Move the resolution be taken up and passed.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Roberts and a second by Mr. Martin, thanking for the passage of resolution number 9, 2026, thanking Jerry Marshall for his many years of service. Mr. Martin.
Would ask that the clerk read this into the record.
Certainly will. Before I start, I do want to say that I was a lifeguard at the city pool when Jerry started. I had many, many great years with that man. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Jerry.
That's great.
Resolution number 9, 2026, sponsors, council members Rob, Roberts, Martin, and McLaughlin. Thanking Jerry Marshall for his many years of service as Park Superintendent for the City of Shelby, Ohio. Whereas Mr. Jerry Marshall began his long and distinguished career with the Shelby Park system in 2004, and whereas Jerry has done a super job as Shelby's Park Superintendent for the past 22 years, and whereas working with the park commissioners and staff, Jerry has overseen many significant park system improvements, and whereas Jerry's dedication to and love for the City of Shelby was very evident in the way he enthusiastically carried out his duties, and whereas anyone who worked with Jerry had the highest praise for his hard work and servant leadership, and whereas Jerry Marshall has left the Shelby Park system in an even better state than which he found it. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Shelby, Ohio, a majority elected to thereto concurring, Section 1, that the council expresses its sincere appreciation to Jerry Marshall for his many years of dedicated public service as a park superintendent. Section 2, that the council extend to Mr. Marshall its best wishes for a pleasant and prosperous retirement. Section 3, that the clerk of council present Mr. Marshall with an authenticated copy of this resolution. Section 4, that all meetings and hearings concerning the adoption of this resolution have been in compliance with Codified Ordinance 220.01, Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22, and the Charter of the City of Shelby. Section 5, that this resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approved by the mayor in the earliest period allowed by law.
And be it known for the record, we do have Mr. Jerry Marshall in the house and his wife Sharon and kids are here. We will be making that authentic copy. We have it here ready in a few moments. But I didn't know if any of the council members want to share something from their experience over the years with our Parks and Parks Department, and then we'll have Mr. Marshall come up here and we'll give him. I think we'll have a little picture taken to preserve the moment, and they can step special for them through the years. Mr. Martin?
I'll say one of the biggest thing we can say about the Parks Department is how few times we had problems come to council. Council kind of oversees what goes on there, but we're not, directly, they are their own kind of governmental body, but we help with budgets and stuff like that, but it's not like we had any raging disagreements about prices at the pool or anything like that you see in other communities that happen so often. The Parks Department has been a pleasure to work with from this council member's side, and I think that's all testament to Mr. Marshall's dedication and service. And so I am, for one, very grateful because they are one of the forward-facing parts of our community and city service. And they did that job extremely, extremely well, and something that we all should be proud of, and hopefully the next park superintendent aspires to.
Yes. Yes. Mr. Roberts?
Just like to appreciate all the, our parks are always very well taken care of. And, a lot of people say that our parks are some of the best around, you go to a lot of other places and they, our parks are always top notch, so thank you for that.
Thank you. I will say at City Hall, Mr. Marshall was kind of a regular visitor. There are always invoices or questions for finance, and it was just a pleasure to have Jerry come through the hallways and reminisce about things here and there, and talk about things that were going on in the parks in the city. And Mr. Ensman has shared with me that how closely, we sometimes don't see it, but how closely the parks and the utilities department, all the service department works together. And again, Jerry had that kind of reputation that if there was something needed, our guys were quick to answer because they liked working with him, we weren't working for him. So, we're going to miss Jerry, and but now Sharon, you get more time with your lovey and get on that honeydew list. But no, it's always a real joy to work with Jerry Marshall. He's just a very, very pleasant personality, hardworking gentleman, and I think he'll be there for Mr. Cutlip. I suppose we have a few questions down the road. If Mr. Cutlip has some, you've got the answers with all those years of experience. But yeah, I think you'd be one of the longest tenured park superintendents we've ever had. I don't know what the record is, but that time frame, 22 was it 22? That's a long time. So we'll give you a round of applause if you'll come up here and get your copy. Let's get a picture.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Do you think we ought to vote on this first?
Oh. Did I get carried away? How about a roll call? And they may change their mind.
Mr. Rob?
Yay.
Mr. Roberts?
Yay.
Mr. Reese?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yeah.
Mr. Gaukel? Yay.
Resolution number 9, 2026 passes. All right. Okay, that's it. All right. Well done. Guys, can we cluster around even where you're at there? Do you think that's you guys there, or do you want to come out in front of the table? Kind of squeeze together, fellas. And you and I are going to share it. All right, so somebody over here balance the picture.
All right, I'll stand over there.
Guys, make sure you can see the camera. All right, okay, so this is,
I won't be ostracized over by myself.
all right.
Dan, can you move that way just a tad? There we go. Here we go. Good deal.
All right, that's for posterity. Thank you very much. You want to say anything while you're up here?
Well, I'm just very appreciative of all, particularly my employees. We've done an excellent job of making me look good. And appreciate council here, helped out. City people helped out a lot. And like you said, we worked with the service department and also with the downtown people. I guess I don't want to leave out the volunteers either, because the volunteers have been tremendous for the park. But they've been a heck of a good job for us, and hopefully they'll continue to do that. So,
appreciate the board, their help to keep these going on the street.
There you go.
Thank you, guys.
Very good, thank you. All right. On to miscellaneous business, is there any miscellaneous business that's brought before council?
We're just about done, I think.
Going once, going twice. Mr. Martin?
Mayor, I move council adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Martin, a second by Mr. McLaughlin for adjournment. Roll call, please.
Mr. Rob?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yay.
Mr. Reese?
Yay.
Mr. Martin?
Yay.
Mr. McLaughlin?
Yay.
The motion passes. Council adjourns at 8:08. Thank you, gentlemen.